like A, B, C, D. Hey beautiful mamas, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lisa, and in today's video, we are going to go over our morning basket. So let's dive into this morning basket so I can show you guys some of the things that we do every morning that we are in school. I'll go ahead and start with the first thing that we do in the morning basket, which happens immediately. I am a homeschool mom of 3. This will be our 3rd year homeschooling. I have a 3.5-year-old, a 4.5-year-old, and an almost 13-year-old. And our almost 13-year-old, this will be his first year fully homeschooling. We've done things with him in the past just to kind of test him out to see where he was, but as far as like a solid homeschool year, this will be the first. We are easing him in. You guys will not see anything for him in this basket because he has not started school yet. I have added each kid in week by week. So I have 2 weeks of just Savannah and Jace. In a couple weeks, we'll go ahead and add in Cameron, who is our 13-year-old or almost 13-year-old. So the first thing that I have the kids do right away when they wake up comes from their basket, but it is huge and it will be a very, very important part of our homeschool year altogether, because one of the pluses of homeschool is you get to teach a life. So we have the kids care for themselves every single morning. So these are their self-care cards. And even before we had the cards, we implemented it to make sure that they memorized it. So right now, if you ask my kids when they wake up in the morning, what is Savannah gonna do for Savannah today? Or what is Jace gonna do for Jace today? How are you going to care for yourself today? They will tell you these 5 things. Maybe not in this order. I need to brush my teeth. I need to wash my face. I need to make my bed. I need to change my clothes. And I need to come eat breakfast. Those are their 5 things that they need to do each morning to care for themselves. If they need help, they ask for it, but these are their cards that they'll have now that we have our morning baskets back. And they will just come here and they can just cross off the things that they've done. It's fun for them to be able to, use dry erase markers for anything. So I thought that these were fun, and I just made these myself. So yeah, you can just draw pictures, or if your kids can read, I just thought these would be a lot more fun for them. So self-care cards. The next thing that we have in here is our Bible, our Tiny Truths Bible. And you guys already know that this book is the bomb. It is just amazing at how they explain the stories in the Bible, and they make them that the kids can really be interested and they can understand. I know that a lot of you have purchased this book since I talked about it in my book haul. If you have not and you are still interested, I will still leave the link below, but I've got tagged on Instagram and I've been sent messages and DMs and emails about how awesome this book is, and I'm happy that you guys decided to add it. And if you don't have a homeschool room, just add it to your family. This book was created by Joanna Rivard and Tim Penner, and I think that they did an amazing job. So this is a part of our morning basket. The next thing that is a part of our morning basket is this. Jesus was my best friend. I got this from a teacher store, and I believe it was meant for like Sunday school. Whenever I can connect a story here to here, this will take planning, so I'll have to look in here ahead of time to plan out our lesson and see what we're gonna do. I don't know that you would be able to find this. It says it's a teacher created resource, Christian division. That's who it's made by, Teacher Created Resources. This says ages 6 to 9. I mean, I'll try to see if I can find something similar, but just to give you guys an idea, it has like crafts in here that you can do with the kids. This is with Noah's Ark. We had a different book last year and we did something with Noah's Ark, but in his footsteps or in his steps here. So I love it just for teaching the kids, like this is the wise men, creating puppets, and I'll just copy the pages and then I'll have another one for Savannah. Are there morning starters that I got from Dollar Tree that are amazing. I first heard about this from Tori Oglesby Ohana. She had these in her basket and I was like, oh, I like that idea. And I went to the dollar store and we had them, and I picked them up in every level because I heard that they're hard to come by. So As you can see, we've already started. Jace has already been doing his thing in here, and Savannah has the exact same one. So there's Savannah's. They have their journals, their self-care journals. This is where they can draw pictures of themselves, and I think it's awesome because it shows you what they think of themselves. And each morning or each day, we will write about, you know, something that they did or something that they want to do, however they want to spend it, but this is about them. So these are their self-care journals. They'll have their Bob books. So these are the first set of Bob books. We are past these, but I put these in here for review as well. So I try to go with the song, I think it's Lingo Kids, I might be wrong, but the song is like A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. I try to get the alphabet books together like that. So then we did, you know, for a couple days we did A, B, then we added C, D, and then when we could sing the song, they'd have A, B, C, D. I got these from Costco, but my sister found them at Sam's first because I was looking for them. So she got hers from Sam's. We also have our science book that we're gonna be using, our science unit. This is full of like crafts and experiments and pages to color and all of that. And I usually just photocopy out of here so that each kid can have one. I did not expect this book to be so awesome. I love this book. I actually have been looking into getting more things from Evan Moore. It's who it's by. So this was day one. This was everything that we were supposed to do on day one. Listen to the story. There's a little story here that we read about Jamal, and then you confirm that you understand it, ask questions here, and then this is the worksheet that goes with this section. So then you would just flip the page till you see the worksheet, which was this one about Jamal. We actually didn't do this on the first day. We did this on the second day, but the first day we made our own robots. You guys can't see them, they're up here. Let me try to see them. Right there. I decided to just make robots with them. They had a blast. The next day it flips through and it goes to day 2, day 3, and so on and so forth. I love this book. I love it. I can't say enough great things about it. Again, this is a pre-K Evan Moore everyday literacy science book. So this is it. So I am absolutely going to be looking for more books like this for different subjects. I have our Usborne coloring book right now for Under the Sea. So while I'm reading the Bible to them, they can be coloring in their book. Shout out to Megan. Thanks, Megan, for having that party. We got this book sent to us for free, so I added it in here because whenever I'm reading the Bible, I do let them doodle or do things. They listen, and we go over the section so many times they'll be fine. They'll understand. So we have this. We have morning menus. So I do morning menus with them, and I've been doing this. We did this last year. So these are the same as the ones that I had in here last year. So their morning menus are just extra things that I want them to work on that we're focusing on. So for Jace, last year we were focusing on him really understanding how to write his name. He has mastered that, but we are still working on just making sure he can stay on a line. So that's why we still have this in here. Here you can see that he was working on this. So this is just his alphabet. He goes through and he traces it, and then he, says all the letters and then goes back and says the sounds. So if you guys want another video on this, I will do a separate video on what is in their morning menus. And they're called morning menus because they are literally like a menu from a restaurant. You see that? Just a menu. This is also in here, their morning menus. And a lot of times people do either the morning basket or the morning menu. I decided that I wanted to do both because I can do that. Hey. And we go outside. My kids love to dig in the dirt and do all of those things. And so I got them nature journals. So these are their nature journals if they want to, sit down and draw a picture of whatever it is. So these are the little notebooks that I showed you guys that we got from Target. These go with their morning menus. So there's activities in there that will call for these little counting bears. It calls for like the little counting bears. And then this is our craft bin. It has, like everything in there So it has a dry erase marker, it has pencils for Cam, it has their Jason Savannah's little pencils, bookmarks, ruler, and then their colored pencils are on this side. I got this from, I think, Walmart or Home Goods. It's actually for like your napkins and your forks and your knives and your spoons. I decided that it was not being used, so I wanted to use it in our schoolroom, and it looks cute and it fits right in the basket. Books that we are reading. So Cameron used to love Biscuit when he was little. These are his books, like his original books. We had 2 of these. I don't even know why, but it worked out perfect because Jason and Savannah can each flip through the books, or I can be reading one and they can flip through one together. So we are going on the same path that we went for Cameron and reading his old books. So these are his Biscuit books. We're gonna go ahead and pass those on and they will be reading those. These are just like read alouds. And then this also was Cameron's as well. He had a bunch of books in his collection. So Albert and Sarah Jane. So, and you guys know we're doing an animal unit as well. So before we start our animal unit, before Cameron joins the classroom, we're gonna try to read a lot of the books that he's already read. And you can't go wrong with Dr. Seuss, right? So I have a Dr. Seuss book here, and it just goes over just rhyming and memories, and we will read this book over and over and they will start to memorize things. These books are pretty long, so we don't usually get to all of it in one sitting, but if we go like to the park or something and we have like a blanket laid out, I could just read to them while they're running around and doing their thing. That is in this basket here. I got this basket, I don't know, Home Goods maybe, but it's old. I've had it for a little bit. It has the leather handles on it, and I love that because I could just carry it, pop it in the car, in the trunk, slide it in between the seats, and then this, like so, and then everything else fits in here perfectly. So let me show you. Put that up there. Our menus, their coloring book, Usborne coloring book, and their nature journal, science book, our Bob books, their self-care journals. It's getting heavy, hold on. There's Savannah's nature journal, our morning starters, our Jesus is My Friend book, their Truth's Bible, Tiny Truth's Bible, and then self-care cards. So that is everything that is in our morning basket. I am curious, if you are a homeschooling mama, do you have a morning basket? Do you have a morning menu? What do you do in the mornings? How do you get your day started? This is how we get our day started. And if we want to, one of the great things is we can just pick this up, take it outside, and we're all set to go for school. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. And leave me a comment, let me know that you're here. I love the community that we're building here on this platform. And if you guys are not following me over on Instagram, make sure you're following me over on Instagram, because in tomorrow's video, which will be Wednesday, you guys will have a look into my day of how I'm using these things. If you're not following me, it is to each their own _homeschool. See you guys over there. Bye.